Hey guys, it is March 18th of 2019 and we really wanted to do a fun little video on this, what we've got going on here. One of the first peppers that we had planted this year is the Medusa pepper, and we have peppers growing on it. We've kept this under predominantly purple light, which is the red and blue spectrums, which really promotes flowering and stuff like that. These two right here were not topped. So we got little tiny peppers to try here. These two were topped. This one was heavily cut back, and this one was kind of let the leaves grow, just topped. And as you can see, I'm not quite sure the poinsettia plant should be really similar to this with the low heat, but we got these seeds here from eBay advertised as the Medusa pepper, and it said it could get a foot tall and a foot wide. So I'm guessing in containers, when the actual grow season's going, this plant can get a lot better. But what we really like about it is an indoor grow is one of the first plants that are coming out for us. It's just so small. It's like a softball just sitting up above the soil, especially if it's like, even when it was topped, it just basically reached the same 5 or 6 inch tall by 5 or 6 inch wide reach. So that's topped with no trimming. This is topped with trimming. These ones are starting to flower a little bit, but we've been taking the flowers off to try to promote more of the growth. And this is indoors too. This is still cold season for us. And what we're really hopeful for is if this plant, we can maintain it this small as an indoor grow, it would be really good to put in little teeny tiny pots and give out to friends and family. If these peppers ain't hot, which we're about to try, then that's really cool. We can grow a few of these in our bathroom, even during the warm season possibly, and use them for seeds. Use those seeds to plant much more of these and give them out to friends and family. And if the heat's really low, they'd be kid friendly, pet friendly to some degree. I don't know if cats eat much peppers, but I know they eat the leaf if they can get a hold of them. But anyhow, we usually like to test when they're ripe too, so there's a good chance we'll be doing more on this later on. But taking this first little bit off should inspire more growth on those ones too. These are the ones that were not topped, and they did get some multi-branching. This plant, I mean, you could just grow one of these under a little teeny tiny lamp, and I don't know, it's a really unique, cool grow for us. I'm really excited to give these a try, but we'll clip this big one over here too off of this so we can take a look at kind of like what they're looking like. And they should get orange and red. They call it the Medusa because it's supposed to be like a gorgon. It looks just like the poinsettia, but maybe a micro version of it, an ornamental version. But a good bit of seeds for it right there. We won't be saving these ones specifically right here, but those look really good. We've been fooled in the past though with good looking seeds. So try to let your peppers ripen on the vine as long as possible. And if not, when you take them off the vine, try to leave them on the counter to ripen for a little while. That's what we were kind of thinking about doing with this one, but we got more peppers forming on the ones that weren't topped.
Shall I taste this?
Well, you can eat a whole pepper if you want. Let me eat one first.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's still green, so it's got a little bit of that sweet pea taste, pea pod taste, or that green bean taste. But it has no heat. I have no heat. It advertises that it can have like 5 to 500, which would be half of 1,000, which is really low. It does taste a little perfumey, so I mean it would be really cool to have a sweeter pepper or something with a lot less of that perfumey flavor. But that may also be with its greenness as well. Here, let Angel give it a shot.
Yeah, it's very sweet. I didn't really get a lot of the perfumey taste. It has the green taste, that's for sure.
It could probably be in the difference in the developed of the pods and stuff too. So I'm not quite sure if these ones will make it into our yard. When the grow season starts going, we start hardening off plants and stuff, getting them acclimated to the warm weather. They'll start to take off, and we'll see if this one actually does get a foot tall by a foot wide. But for us so far in this situation, as far as just in the cups and whatnot, this plant, it's an excellent little ornamental plant for indoor grows. If you're growing to produce like 1,000 jalapenos, go with the jalapeno. The poinsettia, we're going to take a look at that one too as soon as we get some seeds sprouted from it. But I don't know. I know somebody else who's growing this year too, so it'll be interesting to see, because I believe they're growing in a container as well. But this would be a good tiny container. Even with this one right here that hasn't been topped. Let me check it out here. So, I mean, the root system, compared to some of the plants that we have going this far as well, we're not to the point of flowering, but are really big in producing the bigger plants. They're completely eating all the soil up in the cups. So we have some that are going too fast that might end up a little root bound if we don't figure out what to do with them pretty soon. We got about another month to wait. And then we got about 2 months to wait, about a month and a half, but we're ready. We're just doing as much as we can inside and then trying to keep it all alive until we get there. And so far it's really cool to be able to sit down and eat one of these peppers this early. The root system looks pretty good on these.
Yeah, it does.
Probably need a little bit more bottom watering. So these two over here were topped. These two weren't. These two are producing. With this small of an ornamental, with as much light as you can hit it on inside, as far as like being sort of a house plant, I would say this was a somewhat mediocre contender for not topping. So we've been hitting them with strictly purple light too, so it could be that they're not branching or producing as much and they're just focusing on flowering more. But the plants are really just nifty little plants to have in the house. No heat on the thing. Angie got no perfume taste on hers. Angel anyways, sorry guys. I gave away your secret. We're busted, huh? I love you, sweetheart.
No, me too.
Anyways, guys, we're just really excited to see this. Anything you want to say?
No, it's just really sweet and it's not hot, so that's nice. They are cute little indoor countertop plants, you know, and be nice to put them in some cute little pots and hand them out to friends.
Just the little branching and stuff on there, everything is really, see if I can hit with some good light before.
Yeah, it's like really branching out, almost like a little bonsai tree type of thing, like a little mini tree.
This is like a little shrub. It's about
Yeah,
the size of
or
a
a bush.
softball.
Yeah.
And it's trying to produce little peppers too already. I can imagine in the grow season, this kind of plant's going to be one of those high production ones. I'm really hoping for flavor, but
Yeah.
Angel didn't seem to mind it too, so it may just, you know, we need to wait for the orange or the red ones to come
Yeah,
through.
they
It's
might
supposed to
be
look
sweeter.
like Medusa hairs, with the little hairs coming up, Gorgon hairs.
But thanks for sharing this experience with us, and we were happy to be able to try a pepper out this early, and we'll be trying some more.
That's too cool. March 18th, 2019, the Medusa pepper.
Thanks
Our first pepper all the way. Love you guys.
Thanks for watching.